Okay, and close. Close? Close? There we go. Okay, now I sent... Alright.
Enemy destroyer captured.
Yes! Yes!
Taiidan fleet destroyed.
Oh!
Base coordinates locked.
Oh! Oh, what? You come and burn my planet down? You think you gonna get away with it? Uh-uh! Uh-uh! I fucking nuked your fleet. Nothing left but space rubble. Nothing. And the pride of your fleet, that fucking destroyer? Well, you had two. I destroyed one, and I captured the other. Fuck you guys. I'm the man. Yeah! Check that shit out. Destroyer! Fuck yeah. Alright, is it... I wish there was like a guard function, because... Well, I guess I could just have them do a sweep of what's left and make sure there's nothing nasty out here.
Underway.
But I think we're good, guys. I think we did it. I really hope it recorded this time. Because if it didn't, that's kind of a problem. Because I have to do this all over again. Okay. I think I'm pretty sure it recorded. I hit the right button, so we'll see, huh? Alright, just fly to the end of this nebula here, make sure there's nothing hiding.
Awaiting orders.
Jeez, those ion array frigates got fucked up. Okay. Let's get you guys back to the fleet here. I want you to move up for refueling purposes.
Ready for orders.
I actually have a lot of things. I kind of want to build a resource controller. Just so I can get resources faster. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a resource controller with this money. Oh. I actually need to assign it to build one first.
Production underway.
Because he's full, yeah, and I'm going to get a... You see how many resources over here? I'm about to get fucking loaded.
Standing by.
Fucking loaded. Alright, it looks clean. Turn around, go home.
Start proceeding with support frigate.
Ah, my leg. It's stiff. Ooh, alright. Okay, so this is going to take a while, because I have a lot of resources to gather. Okay, I want you to wait there until the fighters get here, so that they aren't left kind of hanging out on their own. Cancel orders. But yeah, I want you to wait there so the fighters aren't kind of left to their own devices, and if they run out of fuel, they're fucked. Alright, looks like that resource collector will be done pretty soon. I lost 4 of my salvage corvettes there, 4 out of my 6, but we actually handled that pretty well, I thought. Alright, you can't move yet?
Defender subsystem research complete.
Whoopee, I guess.
Defender available for construction.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make any of those. Those things kind of suck, in my opinion. They're extremely slow, and if you're playing defensively in this game, like if you're trying to defend the mothership, you're in fucking trouble. So, yeah. Oh my god, I just have to admire it. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's a fucking space battleship. I know they call it a destroyer, but look at this. Tell me that's not a fucking space battleship, guys. Space battleship, and I just captured it. That's like one of their... Like, the carrier's probably the flagship of their fleet, but This is like the pride and joy of the fleet. Right here. What's special about these things? 2 ion cannons. Yeah. Yeah, you're impressed, aren't you? You should be. That's everything. See all the parts. Alrighty. Now let's rebuild some of my damaged fleet here. Let's see. I need to get my interceptors back up. So let's build 10 of them. Let's build 6 attack bombers. It looks like I'm not going to have the resources for all of that, but let's build 5 heavy corvettes, 3 salvage corvettes. Let's not start any of that yet. So let's build, pause, pause, pause,
Construction paused.
pause. So now I have all that queued.
Construction paused.
And I lost a couple assault frigates, so let's put 1 of those, let's put 2 of those and 1 ion frigate in there.
Production underway.
Pause, pause.
Construction
I want to
paused.
see if I can actually get that many resources.
Acknowledged.
Alright, that is the resource controller, and actually other ships can dock with the resource controller too, so that's really helpful. Like these things back here, the resource collector actually docks here. Right here are where you can dock like defensive ships if you have like a small defensive contingent out with the resourcer, which can be helpful.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so you guys don't really need to hang out over there anymore, because the fleet has been utterly destroyed. So now it's just a matter of gathering up all the resources they left behind, which, as you can see here, a bunch of dust clouds and several asteroids over here. So I'm going to be doing some work. That much is for certain. Alright, let's see here. Can I get you up at all? Right there. That's good, that's good. Yeah, there we go. Just kind of get you up in the nest of all these space dust clouds so that the resource collector, so that you're in optimal position for the resource collector to get to you. No matter what it's mining, whether it's the dust or these asteroids over here. And then we can just fire and forget. Okay, well I definitely want the interceptors, so let's continue that batch. On pause.
Construction resumed.
There we go. So I definitely want the interceptors. And I definitely want the salvage corvettes, so let's unpause those. And he'll just set about gathering up all this stuff. I honestly don't know if I'm going to have enough resources or not.
Reporting for duty. Receiving.
Go heal.
Receiving.
Heal something. Really? Damn it.
Standing by. Reporting for duty. Coming into dock with mothership.
There we go, that's what I wanted you to do, dock with the mothership. That way you'll all be in a nice pretty formation.
Acknowledged.
And as for you, why don't you go on over there.
Mission confirmed.
You guys, why don't you...
Resources exhausted. Construction paused.
Really? Why don't you come down here.
Destination confirmed.
Yay. I think this one might have broken its array, because it's not closing. It's kind of a problem. Doesn't seem to be affecting his speed at all, though. I think it might just be a graphical glitch, because you can see all the others are closed, but he's not. And this one's even more damaged than he is, so I don't think that's the problem. I don't know what is, though. I ain't smart enough to figure that out.
Mothership.
Alright, so we still got 2 salvage corvettes in the mix, and we got 7 interceptors still being worked on. Resources, how you going over here?
Awaiting orders.
Do. Okay, so this is probably going to be the first mission out of many of them that the resourcing is going to take quite a while, just because there's so much. That's kind of the point of this mission, is if you do well enough against the Taiidan fleet, because this is a gigantic battle, bigger than any you fought so far, then you get rewarded by getting massive amounts of resources to fund your... Well, it's kind of supposed to be the funding of your reconstruction, but... That's why this one takes so long, so I'm going to try and keep things interesting, maybe try and tell you guys some stuff about the game, but if you would rather just see any long sections of resourcing like this skipped, that would be fairly easy to edit, I think. So just let me know in the comments or on my Facebook page or wherever, and I will go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and cut out the large sections of resourcing and just stick to the more straightforward stuff. Alright, it looks like I should definitely be able to finish these interceptors. So... I like attack bombers. But, okay, I'm not actually going to have enough to finish the interceptors in this batch. Or maybe I just barely will. I think I just barely will. So let's hold off. Wait for the interceptors to finish.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, he's almost got another load there. Just a tiny bit more work to do, and he'll be all set. Yep, just drain that one a little bit, and he's full. Okay. Now, normally, I think by this point I had built a second collector, but all that really does is just speed up your collection, which in the campaign, like in most real-time strategy games, that is vital. You want to have as many resources as you can reasonably have.
Interceptor complete.
Because the faster you get resources, the faster you can build stuff. And real-time strategy games are very much about speed. But in this case, I don't think you really want to do it in the single-player campaign just because your fleet is so static. So it's something you really don't need, since most of the time, if you don't already have most of the fleet resources that you need when you jump in, then you're kind of screwed. Like, most of the time what you're doing in terms of resource collecting is collection after the fact, like this, like what I'm doing right now. You know, you've already cleared everything out, there's no threats left on the map, you're just trying to, you know, build up for the next assault. So there's not really much of a reason to build a second resource collector. I think the reason I did it before is just the real-time strategy standard is to usually do that. So I carried it over to this game, and you don't actually need to do that here. That's interesting. You just shot your whatever that is. I guess it's a tractor beam. You just shot your tractor beam into the bridge of the collector. I always get resource collector and controller confused, and it sucks. Alright. No, I didn't want an extra one. Build, okay, unpause.
Construction
Unpause.
resumed.
Because the frigates are the thing I'm the least worried about. I want to get the fighters finished first. Yeah, we're still way above cost here. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
Sounds full. We're coming back.
Although, how many resources do we have? There's still a pretty large amount there, actually. I think we may be able to do this.
Receiving.
Build all the fleet components that we need here. Or that I want. I guess you don't really need anything. Like, one of the strategies that I saw suggested for completing the campaign is to have a liquid fleet. meaning that you retire or scuttle everything. Like, delete fucking everything at the end of a mission, and when you jump into the next one, that will influence how many ships that they have when you jump in. Now, since you don't get all of the resources back for building a ship, that seems kind of pointless to me, but that is one strategy you can use, because the amount of ships in each mission that the enemy has scale based on how many you have.
Resources depleted. All jobs on hold.
Okay. 2 attack bombers left, 2 heavy corvettes left. Heavy corvettes are a lot more useful than light corvettes. They are slightly slower, but if you look at the difference in firepower there and coverage, it's really not close. Maneuverability high? How can something that slow be maneuverable? Plus, they look ridiculous, don't they? Look at that thing. Look at this thing. What even is that? It's like a gun. It's like, you know what it looks like to me? It looks like an N64 controller is what it looks like. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it just looks ridiculous. I'm not building that. Why would I waste money on that? I mean, fucking attack bomber, look at that thing. Way smoother. Way sleeker. You should see the Taiidan attack bombers. Those things are fucking awesome. Yeah, it's kind of the problem with the Kushan ships, is they all kind of look plain. I do like their designs for the, because the kind of sleek motif that the Kushan have, I think works better for capital ships. Like this. Like, I think this looks really good, because it's basically... I mean, the ion cannon is basically a giant gunship. So, I think that looks pretty good. Alright, we're about to get another influx of resources.
Heavy corvette complete.
Heavy corvette's done. And we are really making some progress here, because now we have the attack bombers. So we'll get those done. Okay. Sweet.
Attack bomber complete.
Alright. The assault frigates are a bit more important to me.
Construction.
I think I have enough ion cannon support, so I want to get the assault frigates going. So that we can... Because the assault frigates are kind of a good general purpose ship. They are really good at shooting down slower non-capital ships. And, well, frankly, they make good target practice for the capital ships. I would rather have them attacking my assault frigates than have them hitting my ion cannon frigates, or, God help me, my destroyers. Especially my destroyers. That's my baby. They better not fuck with my destroyer. That thing took... I mean, many Bothans died to bring us that destroyer. Yes, the salvage corvettes are piloted by Bothans. Who knew? Also, Bothans exist in this universe. Who knew? Don't sue me, Star Wars. Don't sue Sierra or Relic Entertainment either. Although you couldn't, because neither of them exist anymore. Actually, I think I've said this before, but the guys who made Borderlands, Gearbox Software, they actually bought this intellectual property when Relic went under, which I think was several years ago. I don't remember exactly. It might have been very recently. Sierra actually went under quite some time ago. They went under early 2000s, I think. But Gearbox bought the rights to this, and they are making a remastered version of this. I think it's highly likely I will play that when it comes out. At least on my own, if not in a video. I think it might be interesting to play it in a video, though, just to show how different it looks and how much they've updated everything. There's also a Homeworld 2, which I never really got into because the campaign in that one was even harder than this one. That one, I could not wrap my head around that campaign, and I just kind of gave up. Maybe I will revisit that, especially when it comes out as part of the remastered, because they're remastering that one too. Maybe I'll go back to that, I don't know. It kind of depends on factors, but right now... You're just watching me mine away. Do. Hey, it gives me a chance to talk to you guys, so how about that, huh? That's cool, right? Right? It's cool to jam once in a while, you know. Cool to itch your foot. Make noises that people don't understand until you explain them. Come on, Doc. Doc! God damn it, Doc!
Assault frigate complete.
Yeah! Alright. This next one should finish... I think I may actually have... Yeah, I'm gonna have enough to build even more than this. I kinda undersold myself a little bit here. I know one thing I'm not building. Defenders. Also scouts. I don't really have a use for scouts. Like, I have interceptors. Why do I need scouts? Like, the only thing I would ever build a scout for is so I could have a probe that I could turn around, so I wouldn't have to spend money on probes. And then I would just send the scout out. As soon as it finds something, it bugs the hell out, comes back, and docks in the mothership and stays there. Alright, so that frigate should get finished here. Yeah, definitely. That one's definitely going to get done.
Assault frigate complete.
Unpause the ion cannon frigate then.
Construction resumed.
Might build some extra ion cannon
Resources
frigates. I think that would be
dependent.
helpful
All jobs on
considering that my ion array frigates looked about dead. Alright, how are we looking here on resources? Okay, we got several asteroids over here, and we got some dust clouds still over here. So it looks like we're pretty good on resources in terms of what we've got left. We should have enough to build a couple more things. The real decision is, what do I want to build? Do I want to build more salvage corvettes so I have more of those? And, you know, don't have to worry about losing them. I don't know. That is the question, isn't it? Oh, boy. See, what I really want to do right now is tab out and make sure that the recording worked, but when you tab out of the game, it automatically shuts off the recording, so if I tab out, then I have to tab in and do a bunch of other crap to get everything going again, so I'm gonna play all this out and hope that this actually worked. And my God, will I ever be angry if it didn't. Because we're probably coming up on an hour now, and about 20 minutes of that at least has been sitting here watching the resource collector break down asteroids. It's kind of fun, right? I mean, he's like a space trucker. Space trucking. Yeah. Breaking down asteroids. Sucking in space dust. I'll keep on trucking till I can't truck no more. Do. Space country, everybody. Space country. And there's a little one over there. That's probably what he's going for next. Yep. There's the resource controller in the distance. He's got little ribbons coming out from the back. That's how you know he's moving. It's graphical shorthand. God, these are tiny little bastard-ass asteroids. He might not get topped off from this. Actually, that one looks kind of big. Not really. Never mind. I stand correct. Nope, nope. He's gonna go turn in. And I need to consider what else I want to build. I guess I could build another support frigate, another research ship. That might be good. The more research ships you have, the faster your research goes. Although research speed has not been an issue thus far, so that might just be 700 resource units of wasted money. Alright, you're gonna go finish that asteroid, right? I hope so. What are you doing? No, no, okay. It's like a space ballet over here, man. Good man. Okay, now he's gonna go towards the dust clouds, looks like. Looks like that's the closest resource now. Alright. Let's go take a look at my fleet. Nice. Fucking nice.
Responding.
And then you got these bastards up here. Who are just kind of hanging out.
Standing by.
Alright, 7 attack bombers, 12 interceptors. I may build some more of those.
Reporting.
Light corvettes, those might be worth scuttling, I don't know.
Responding.
Build another heavy corvette. Yeah, I'm gonna retire these.
Roger that. Making final run.
Yep, you sure are. Bye!
Ion frigate complete.
Sweet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, traffic jam.
Ion cannon frigate ready.
Whoa! Yep. Bye! You served me well. Later. Okay. Y'all been retired. And you gave me enough to build a heavy
Construction
Corvette.
commencing.
I appreciate that. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's take inventory of what we have here. I'd like more interceptors. I think I want to have at least like 16 interceptors, so... Build.
Production underway.
I have 7 attack bombers. I think I'd like about 10.
Resources exhausted.
Build.
Construction paused. Construction commencing.
And I have my 6th heavy Corvette.
Standing by.
I have 6 of these.
Reporting for duty.
I have 1, 2,
Awaiting assignment.
3, 4, 5 assault frigates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ion cannon frigates.
Acknowledged.
Counting the ion array frigates as ion cannon frigates, of course. And I have 1 destroyer, the pride of my fleet. I think I might build 1 more ion cannon frigate. I think that would be good.
Roger.
Even though I am pretty much balanced out on them now. But those ion array frigates, those are going to start dropping like flies, so I may seek to replace them here. Alright, it looks like you're almost full, so we'll get another influx of resources with which to build stuff. And we need about 400... Yeah, okay. This next load will take care of all of that.
Tank at 100%.
Okay, so we got clouds there. Well, that looks like pretty much all is... Yeah, that's... He'll probably get that all cleared out in his next run. Maybe 2 runs. And then it's just these little asteroids over here that he needs to get. And then we're done. So I think I'm going to hold off on building anything. And just kind of wait for the resource collection to be finished. Kind of running out of things to talk about, so you might see an edit here. We'll see. I'll do my best. If it doesn't come out very well, then I'll just cut it down. Okay, guys, so as you can see, my resource collector is returning to the fleet. We have collected all available resources. Well, almost. The resource collector apparently seems to think that there's this dust cloud. You can see it right there in front of the mothership that it can collect, but I'm fairly certain as soon as it gets there, it's going to realize that no, it can't. And then we'll get the message saying that all available resources have been collected. And then he'll drop off what he's got left, and we'll be done. I think. What is he doing? I'm really confused. I guess he's just going straight over to dock? Come on. Where's my available resources consumed message?
Available resources consumed.
There we go. Okay. Alright, so let's take inventory of what we have here. We have 1,000 RUs, which I'm going to hold on to. I can't really think of anything else I want to build with them right now, so we're going to sit on them. Here, this might be the best way to do this.
Mothership.
Okay. Let me get against the black background here. So we have 16 interceptors, 10 attack bombers, 6 heavy corvettes, 6 salvage corvettes, 1 resource collector, 1 resource controller, 5 assault frigates, 1 support frigate, 2 ion frigates, 1 destroyer, 1 research ship, 1 mothership, and 4 ion array frigates, which are basically ion frigates. So we have 6 ion frigates, 5 assault frigates, 1 destroyer as our capital ship fleet. And our fighters and our fighter corvette fleet consists of 16 interceptors, 10 attack bombers, and 6 heavy corvettes. As for our support fleet, we've got basically most of the standard. Basically most of the standard stuff we started with. We have added a resource controller, our salvage corvettes, which captured the destroyer for us. And we have a support frigate for mobile fighter, which I'm basically using as a mobile fighter docking platform. Well, fighters and corvettes, but I always basically just call them fighters because they basically fulfill the same function. It's just corvettes are slower, but more heavily armed and I think armored, but I don't know. Now, there's one thing we have to do before we end the episode here. We have to look this baby over again. Guys, this is the pride of my fleet right here. And because it's the pride of my fleet, I want you guys to name it. In the comments, or on the Facebook page, where I will also make a post about this, I want you to name my destroyer. Come up with a name for it. It can be the SS, it can be the HMS, you know, if you think we're British. It can be the USS, if you think we're American. Or it can be just something that you make up. It doesn't even have to have a prefix in front of it. You can just be like a ship name. But name my ship, name my destroyer, name the pride of Foxbat's Let's Play fleet. This badass destroyer right here. Okay, guys, I will see you next time.